Hi everyone, James here from Q-SYS, and I'm here to tell you all about Q-SYS Designer 9.13. It includes several new pieces of hardware, improvements to the overall platform, and we're also going to discuss some new plugins. Let's take a look. Let's start with our new hardware releases, beginning with the NV1H video endpoint. This is a new wall-plate, single-channel HDMI video encoder, and it's been optimized for spaces where that kind of form factor might be preferred over a traditional surface mount video endpoint. Think about divisible spaces or flexible rooms with reconfigurable furniture. Of course, as a native Q-SYS peripheral, the NV1 works in exactly the same way as any other NV series product inside the Q-SYS Designer software. First, drag in the encoder component. Next, connect an AV source component. And lastly, wire up the AV pin to any other NV series decoders that you want to use with the NV1. So NV1 expands the NV series, allowing you to design the perfect video distribution system for your specific needs. But also 9.13 expands the acoustic design range with some exciting new large format ceiling speakers. Firstly, we have a two-way full range 8-inch loudspeaker alongside an 8-inch subwoofer. And there's also a high power 10-inch model with a coaxially mounted compression driver. This is perfect for where we have higher ceilings, which means we also need higher SPL. Think high energy restaurants, retail spaces, or large meeting facilities. So HP stands for high power and ZB or ZB stands for zero bezel. All of these new models feature a zero bezel design which meets modern architectural needs, like many of their smaller relatives, and they also blend in with the entire range of acoustic design loudspeakers and have a similar tonal characteristic, so you can mix and match any models in the acoustic design lineup. Now, let's talk about some improvements to video in 9.13, starting with the new traffic shaping toggle that's been added to all NC series cameras inside their status block. When traffic shaping is enabled, it spreads out the camera's network traffic across the entire frame time, preventing bursts of traffic from hitting the network. In addition, we've made even more stability improvements to video across NV and NC series cameras, building on what we delivered in 9.12, which makes 9.13 a great release for anybody working with Q-SYS video. Of course, in addition to the changes made to Q-SYS Designer, we've added a bunch of new plugins to the Q-SYS Designer Asset Manager. Let's take a look at some of those right now. Firstly, we have the Ikan Lyra PoE Lights plugin, and this lets you control color temperature and intensity for up to 256 lights with Ikan's PoE light fixtures. We've also added the DA-LITE screen control plugin, which allows you to seamlessly control DA-LITE motorized projection screens. This plugin works over TCP or RS-232, and it's particularly useful if you're using the Valio deployment tool, as it makes initial discovery and setup even more straightforward. For those working with automation systems, we've added support for the P5 FNIP series products. This plugin currently supports 3 models, giving you control over everything from relay switches to motorized window coverings. And lastly, we've added support for the Analog Way Alta and Midra presentation switches. This plugin supports both the Midra 4K switches, which are perfect for small to medium installations, and also the Alta switches, which are a line of professional multi-screen presentation switches. Of course, there are many other plugins that have come out recently on Asset Manager, so do make sure you check those out. And in Designer 9.13, there's many other features and improvements than I have time to go into here. So do download the software and check out the release notes for yourself. That's everything from me. Make sure you download Q-SYS Designer 9.13 at qsys.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.